currently we are just standing here waiting for this certificate of insurance to get here so that we can actually go in the building.
We're also waiting on a permit right now for church. We just found out we needed a permit. Wasn't really in the paperwork or what required, but this morning they surprised us with that. So
we've been vacated from the building until we get the certificate. So hopefully we'll get it soon so we can go in and shoot.
Fortunately, they're racing like crazy over there at Yavapai College to get that done, and they're going to provide a certificate of insurance for this in a quick turnaround, which we appreciate.
All right, to start the generator.
Yes, it's on.
You hold that down.
Whoa, whoa, not yet.
Oh.
So we paid for a licensed electrician to push 2 cords in, but we were able to push the 14 other cords in that connected everything up to those 2 cords that ultimately went into the generator.
Yeah, you just hold that down.
Okay. You're about to electrocute right down there.
Steph, are you pleased with the events of today?
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't go better.
It's fine.
I decided to rest everybody because we were working way too hard, so we're doing kind of fun things. We're repairing trucks and paying electricians. Okay, Jason?
Yes?
Where were you hitting before?
We were riding in the other van, and I hear Lori say, "Oh, fuck."
We were heading back from Los Angeles with our Grip electric truck and camera and dolly, and everything was loaded into a 5-ton truck. And I was driving, Jason Rogers was narrating, navigating.
And I don't know if he thought that he was invincible or if he had too much caffeine, but I think it's because Jason was in the vehicle and was a complete distraction.
I specialize in Avon dismantling and reconstruction. I'm charged by the screws, so I don't really mind doing this job.
But you put Steph and Jason together, and it's just disaster.
Oh, wow, we should just not even look there. We should just put a bunch of Bondo on top and smooth it over and paint it. Because
So I made Jason then go up and bang out all the dents to make sure that everything came out smoothly. And I quickly, obviously, for the rest of the drive home, we swapped him out with another navigator. I think Micah jumped in the cab next to me when it was all over.
Yeah, my name is Zack Brochet. I'm an actor. I play Joby Johnson, who is he's an interesting character, you know? I mean, he's kind of a schmuck.
People have told me, you should use your money to, buy little African kids, a bite of food or something. But you know what? No one bought me a bite of food when I was growing up in the streets of London.
As an actor, I think the challenge is just so delicious. And, God, he's an ugly son of a bitch.
I will be played by Zack Brochet, who's an American, actually. He's all right, He's kind of a lousy actor, but he's a good-looking guy.
It's all in the craft. And, I got to make apples, or applesauce out of apples, or lemonade with lemons, I don't know. I'm not good with metaphors.
And, basically, it's just, this is me. This is how I always was. I didn't have the money for this before, but now that I do, I want everyone to know it.
Thank you all for joining us very much. Such late notice, we appreciate it.
We're gathered here today to gather some sound effects.
One of my responsibilities as a sound person was operating the DAT machine on the set and recording dialogue, making sure that we got, good levels.
Today is a good day to gather sound effects. Everybody turn to page 49 in their PD4 Fostex manual. We're going over inserting a DAT cassette, verse 3. Open the protective cover by sliding the cover open, lever 1 to the right.
Everything needs to sound right, just like in the visual part of it, everything needs to look right. Also, everything needs to sound right, or otherwise the audience is just taken out of the movie and it ruins the experience for them. So we do everything we can to give them a good visual and audio experience.
Now,
I'm Father Ollie Roger Will Escobar Lloyd. Names given of my 4 second cousins twice removed. But you can call me Father or Will.
Father Orwell, huh? So to make some sort of point.
Joe B. Johnson just won $1 million on a reality television show. But to do so, he had to kill somebody.
I signed up thinking that we were going to have an uplifting and inspirational show.
To appease his guilt, he wanders into a confessional to confess to that murder. Unwittingly, he's wandered into another reality television show called Confessional.
I'm not saying it's bad or anything, it's just odd. You must get that all the time.
I must escape. Yeah, this show, it's about having this confessional set up where these people actually really do not believe that they're actually on this show. And then we have the producers that are monitoring this, and so that's where the earwig for, that's what that's for.
I mean, so much for these booths being about anonymity.
But we're really getting real stuff on the other side of the confessional, so, you know, we get some real, real human drama. At least that's the idea behind it.
I guess there aren't any secrets now between us.
We're getting ready to go disco. Zach didn't know it. He played it really straight. I didn't want him to know that on the other side was actually a discotheque that's going to be going on the east side.
I think the disco ball is a rather silly idea.
I don't think he's had enough sleep in the last 4 weeks.
I agree with Brett. I think maybe that the director has not had enough sleep.
I think the director's gone off the deep end.
I don't know where the disco ball really came from. It's somewhere in Steph's imagination. I've got a couple problems with the disco ball, but at the same time, it looks so amazing.
This is our soundstage, the Zaki Gordon soundstage for the week, and we are going to take this gymnasium, which you see around you, and we are going to create this amazing soundstage.
Today we're in Clarkdale, Arizona, and we have 3 sets actually in here. We have the confessional booth that is part of the story, the alien spaceship that we're shooting, and the kids' room.
The scene we're setting up for now is basically next to the last scene. This is basically your worst nightmare come true. This is a little boy, or not a little boy, a 14-year-old kid who's busy looking for things on the internet and finds something about his hero.
Dude, look at these producers arguing, man. It's so funny. I found this on the web.
Nice.
Who's watching now?
She's kind of hot.
She's totally hot.
And little does he know, as he's watching the producers arguing about whether to air this piece or not, it is being videoed, or it is being broadcast over the internet.
What we're doing here is we've got a split beam in front of our camera, and we're going to project with one of these projectors into the split beam the screensaver of a computer that is a website that this kid has put up that just videotaped the producers through his website, web phone.
And then we cut to our space scene, and we see who really watches everything.
You can see behind me there's a tunnel that was created by Phelps & Sons for us with a green screen behind it. A green screen allows us to pull what we call a mat and put anything we want into it. We can paint an entire world into that green screen in the post-production process. The Cyclops, toward the end of the film, is going to be floating down this in the spaceship, and that's going to kind of lead us into the ending where we realize that all these surveillance cameras that we encounter in our normal daily life as we move through our world here are all surveillance cameras that are being beamed up to space, and we are actually a television show being watched by aliens.